If you are a young man and you are having difficulties, you should know that you are not alone. The purpose of this post is to encourage you to re-evaluate your perspective on life in its entirety. If you adopt these practices, you will significantly differentiate yourself from the deteriorating standard. If something doesn't start to change soon, the death of the men in our civilization will lead to the collapse of our culture as a whole. Far too many men continue to live their lives as directionless, hopeless, and terrified toddlers. The suicide rate among males has climbed to be 3 to 4 times higher than the suicide rate among females. Alcoholism strikes men 2 times more frequently than it does women, and statistics show that boys are much less likely to be involved in juvenile delinquency. In Hollywood movies, television and cable shows, and even ads, portraying males as incompetent, immature, or self-absorbed is the standard. This is especially true in Hollywood films. This secret message has slowly and subtly crept into the collective unconscious, which has had terrible results. According to recent research conducted in the United States, it has been found that, at every educational level, from elementary school to graduate school, girls are outperforming boys in terms of academic performance. By the 8th grade, only 20% of males have reached a proficient level in writing, while only 24% have reached a proficient level in reading. In 2011, the average SAT score for young men was the lowest it had been in the previous 4 decades. The National Center for Education Statistics reports that boys have a 30% higher risk than girls of dropping out of either high school or college. This risk applies to both levels of education. 1. Put away the games. Playing video games is associated with a wide variety of outcomes, many of which can be characterized as either positive or harmful. However, about 15% of young people in the United States suffer from a potentially harmful addiction to video games. According to the findings of another survey, 31% of males and 13% of girls have reported feeling addicted to video games at some point. Boys, being boys, have a strong need to do difficult tasks and take on difficult challenges. However, studies have shown that some of the most popular video games cause males to lose interest in activities that are actually happening in the real world. Because leveling up in the game satisfies the desire for accomplishment that boys have, they do not feel the need to go out into the world and find solutions to problems that actually exist. As a result, the efforts they put forth are not beneficial to society. In many cases, playing video games interferes with significant relationships or other endeavors that add significance to one's life. 15% of marriages end in divorce when the wife discovers that her husband would rather spend time playing video games than with her. It has recently come to the public's attention that playing video games might be a good method to escape reality. Still, one has to wonder if disconnecting from the real world, especially for long periods of time, is ever a good thing. The desire for accomplishment and the pursuit of new challenges might be satisfied in real life. When you help other people with their difficulties at the same time, you can level up yourself. 2. Learn in wholesome environments and wean yourself off medication. The model of the industrial classroom is detrimental to the health of our boys. They are being exposed to conditions that are harmful to their health. More activity of a physical nature is necessary for young males. Because of this, a great number of people are given an incorrect diagnosis of ADHD out of laziness. The drugs are stifling their natural qualities, feelings, and desires, as well as the gifts they were born with. The idea that males and females have fundamentally dissimilar neurological makeups is widely discredited. Girls are frequently driven solely by positive reinforcement and affirmation. They will practice their handwriting till it is perfect just so that it will be seen. On the other hand, boys are typically driven by concrete experiences that have a connection to the world around them. Because of this, many young boys do not see the value in developing their handwriting skills because they anticipate spending much of their time in the future typing. They aren't as concerned with what the opinions of others are. They simply want to be tested in some way. 3. Receive extensive psychological and physical stimulation. A powerful and beneficial method of education for males, particularly boys and men, is studying in bursts that are brief but intense, followed by strenuous physical activity. The frontal lobe of the brain, which is responsible for regulating behavior, can be better developed through rough and tumble play. Unfortunately, many public schools are eliminating physical education in recess, which will make problems that already exist among boys even worse. If you are a man and you lead a sedentary lifestyle, you are depriving yourself of the stimulation that you require. Researchers have found that men do best in learning environments that emphasize kinesthetic learning, or learning through movement. 4. Accept responsibility for your life and place high expectations on yourself. If their presence is no longer required, men should step down. And because society sends the message that guys are no longer required, many of them are choosing to live with their mothers and fathers. The majority of guys are not going to go out of their way to take on additional difficulties and responsibilities, but if they want to be successful, this is exactly what they need to do. In point of fact, the idea that perception is followed by actual experience in the form of a self-fulfilling prophecy is becoming increasingly widespread knowledge. When you feel that you will succeed, it increases the likelihood that you will. If you have lofty goals for yourself in life, you will accomplish amazing things if you work hard enough. You can no longer claim that you are a victim of your circumstances and expect to achieve this goal. Putting the blame on other people or things, such as the world, your parents, your school, or the difficulties you've encountered in your life, will not help you overcome your problems. It will prevent you from moving forward and will make you resentful. Instead, make the effort to visualize and mentally construct the life you want for yourself. Every time, the mental creation comes before the actual physical production. You are the one who holds the power within to make your life whatever you envision it to be. Putting forth the time and effort to deliberately create that world is all that is required of you. Put in writing exactly what it is that you desire out of life. Put an absurdly high bar for yourself to reach. Don't hold back whatever you've got. Read, revise, and go over your goals on a regular basis. Your unconscious mind will quickly be consumed by these, and as a result, new patterns will form in your brain. The world that you have been constructing in your imagination will, at some point, become a tangible reality for you. 5. Praying, meditating, and keeping a journal are all good practices. Each and every religious and spiritual tradition, including Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism, places a significant emphasis on the value of praying on a consistent basis. Even though the method of practice may vary, the goal remains the same: to cultivate feelings of gratitude, inspiration, self-realization, a deeper connection to God or existence, and an improvement in the condition of mankind as a whole. Numerous studies have shown that prayer, along with its various variations like meditation and keeping a gratitude diary, can improve both one's physical and emotional well-being. As a method of meditation, I frequently combine the act of praying with the practice of keeping a journal. I am looking for enlightenment, a sense of purpose, a broader perspective, and thankfulness. Some of the benefits of prayer that are backed up by science are as follows. Improves self-control, makes you nicer, makes you more forgiving, builds more confidence in you, and reduces the risk of adverse effects on one's health caused by stress. In conclusion, you have the ability to live any life you please. Don't be afraid to have ambitious goals and dreams for yourself. Have the guts to take that life and actually live it, rather than just fantasizing about what it might be like. Oh, before you go, press the like and subscribe buttons to support your favorite channel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye.